In the last episode, while looking through the leaderboards of the MC's group, Moon-young only notices the boxer from Gura High, who might make it to the main rounds. But later that day, the boxer gets beat up in an alleyway by another contestant. Girls of the Wilds, episode 14. At the car wash. Dal and the MC thank the same guy who comes here every day. While going out, he tells the manager that he feels like he is in heaven when he comes here. Dal then unpacks her packed lunchbox, and the manager says that it would be a luxury to eat Dal meals every day, and that he would like to take her as his daughter-in-law. The MC is happy to see them all getting along well with each other, but he then remembers about his match tomorrow. Queen notices the MC looking down and asks if he is not hungry or if he is nervous about his match. The MC says that he is indeed nervous about the fight, and that he might embarrass everyone who helped him train. He just wants to show his strength to his siblings and his friends. Queen says that the MC has changed a lot. Not long ago, he was running, hiding, and avoiding fights. Now he is saying things like this. Queen asks if the MC wants to be strong, and tells him that being strong and having a powerful fist is just a tiny part, and that changing his way of thinking is the biggest change he needs to become truly strong. Mr. Park also joins in and says that what Queen said is true, and that there is always a limit to how physically strong one can get. And from what Mr. Park has seen, the MC has the potential to be truly strong, and tells him to focus more on being mentally strong. The MC thanks Mr. Park in his thoughts for teaching him such an important lesson. Mr. Park then tells him that he can always become strong in other ways, for example, the American way. Moon-young also tells the MC to not be so tense, since he has been coached by the best of the best in Wilds High. Dal is angry at Moon-young for eating all the food she packed for everyone, especially the MC. Moon-young says that the MC was born with a natural talent to fight. He has good stamina and vision, and he was hit so many times that he takes blows very well. The only reason he was a weakling was because he believed that he was weak. At the rate at which he absorbed all the skills he was taught, if he found it in him to punch someone, then he would never lose to someone like his bully. She tells him the most important thing is his heart. If he has a strong heart, then he naturally become powerful. While walking home after work, Dal asks Missy what he would do if he got overpowered to the edge of the ring. The MC says that he would dig deep and resist. Dal calls him an idiot and tells him to use the opponent's strength against them and try to push them out of the ring. But the MC says that it might be bothersome as both he and the opponent might get knocked out together. The MC then says that Dal can go home as it's getting late. But Dal says that she won the rock, paper, scissors to be his guardian angel, so she wants to go all the way. But the MC is worried about Dal getting home safely. Even though she is strong, there might be an accident she might not be able to deal with. And if something happened to her because of him, he wouldn't feel right, and he needs to know that she got home safe so he can rest easy. Dal blushes seeing how concerned the MC is about her. After reaching home, Dal wishes the MC good luck while leaving. The MC asks her to get home safely and wonders if his siblings are already asleep while opening the door. Dal, however, pulls on his hand from behind, and when he turns around to ask what she is still doing there, she comes closer to him and kisses him, and then thanks him for worrying about her before running off, but she falls and leaves all embarrassed. The next morning after class, the MC needed to compete in his prelim matches. The reporter explains to the viewers about the stages for the prelims. There are 271 participants in a multi-tournament round, and the fights will be fast-paced. The spectator stand is filled with the participants' family. It almost feels like a concert. The MC peeks at the stages from the waiting rooms. Moon-young blows into his ears, trying to scare him, and tells him that he is as stiff as a board. And the MC's siblings came to watch their brother's match with Queen. They ask their brother to kill all his opponents and not lose to anyone. Queen tells him that they will be in the spectator seats, and Moon-young says that she will be his coach. The MC thanks Queen for looking after his siblings. The MC's little sister hugs him tightly and asks him not to get hurt. They display the matchups on the screen. Moon-young says that the MC is lucky that he was picked towards the end. The MC's name is the third from the last. She tells him that the boxer has a few matches before he fights the MC, which is a good thing for them. When they are talking about the matchups, the bully and the boxer walk in with their coach. The coach is angry at the boxer for getting hurt a day before the match. The bully says the guy who beat them up was not normal and that he was in their group. The coach tells them to go get their number, and they notice the guy who beat them up talking on the phone. The boxer walks up to him. He tells the person on the phone that he has to go since someone is glaring at him. The boxer wishes the white-haired boy luck and asks if he came here alone without a coach. The white-haired boy asks why he would need a coach when he is the one who is going to be fighting. The boxer tells him that if he stays in the tournament, he wishes to have a rematch. The white-haired boy says that he thought the boxer would forfeit after getting beat up. The bully takes the boxer away from him, and the white-haired guy notices the girl next to him doing her breathing exercises. He then calls out to her and asks about her breathing exercises. She says that she is just trying to concentrate. The white-haired guy says he doesn't like fighting a girl, but as it's a match it should be okay. The girl doesn't even know what he is talking about. He then tells her not to make weird noises and asks her to leave as looking at her makes him feel sick. Meanwhile, the MC and Moon Young wonder where Dal Dal disappeared too. But then Moon Young notices her on the TV with a big sign saying that she loves the MC and that she will marry him if he passes prelims and marry him even if he doesn't. The matches start between Group 1 on one ring and Group 25 on the other. Moon Young asks the MC to carefully watch both matches. They see that the person fighting in the first ring is the twin-tailed girl who helped him before and the white-haired guy in ring 2. The twin-tailed girl's sister tells her to calm down and take the fight slow, and the caster says that the players must wear 18-ounce gloves during the prelims for their safety. The white-haired guy looks confused that he has to wear gloves. The caster says that the preparations are done and that there won't be any more timeout till the tournament ends, the fastest tournament in the world they call it. The MC asks Moon Young if it's not disadvantageous for a judo fighter to wear gloves. Moon Young says that this is a mixed martial arts tournament and whatever the fighters use as their base style, they have to prepare for the tournament considering the rules, and that's why Moon Young taught him boxing since boxing is the most favorable base. The fighter enters the ring and the referee asks them to get ready, and the MC's sibling asks some weirdo Queen fans if they can move their bag so they can sit. He says no and tells them to go somewhere else as they have to see the special greeting event by Queen later on. The little girl tells Queen that her fans said no, and Queen says that the event is cancelled. The Queen fans angrily ask her how she knows something about Queen's schedule. Queen says that she cancelled the event because she wanted to, and asks if she is not allowed to do so. She then tells them that she wants to sit and watch the match. The fans immediately get up and say that they will obey her. They deployed an engineer as they knew this opportunity would come one day within seconds. They got a sofa on the spectator stands. Queen sits on the sofa as if this is a normal occurrence, and asks the MC's siblings to sit down as well. The caster notices Queen on the stands and wonders who she is here to cheer for. The referee asks the fighter to fight. The white-haired guy gets distracted by the people's screams and cheers. His opponent, the judo girl, takes that opportunity and slams him to the ground in an instant, and tells him that this is why she was controlling her breathing and asks him to pay attention to the fight. The white-haired guy says that it hurts. The judo girl then grabs his collar and starts to punch him over and over again. On the other hand, the Ring 1 fighters haven't even made contact yet. While getting hit, the guy asks her to listen and says that the pose they are on right now is a bit risque. The girl blushes and quickly gets off of him. She then asks him to get up so she can take him on striking. But the guy says that it's his first time being hit with gloves. He wonders if anyone even gets knocked out with these soft gloves. He then asks if she has ever been hit with bare fists before. He then insults her appearance. Furious after being insulted, she rushes in at him, but that is what he wanted. He lands a clean kick to her stomach, stopping her in her tracks. He then grabs her hair and asks her to get ready to be beat up. He then starts to hit her over and over again.